What's up, guys? I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time I'm going to be running a Golem deck, and honestly I think it's the best Golem deck in the game right now. And the reason why is because there's like no Inferno right now, so you don't even need to have Lightning or even a big spell for that matter in the Golem deck. Like, my only spells are Barbarrel and NATO, and it works great because you have NATO, so you have like the Baby Dragon, E-Drag, you can like pull stuff to them, get like lots of value, especially with the Baby Dragon and E-Drag. Like, maybe there's like an Inferno Drag that you need a NATO, and then like it stuns it, and then it like keeps the Golem alive. And the Baby Dragon, maybe there's like a minion horde, like, and you can just NATO it, and you can just get like a lot of value with, you know, the Baby Drag, you know, NATO combination and E-Drag NATO combination. And then I'm also using Cannon card because I think it's a really strong card right now, especially after the range buff. And I'm at 6309 right now, so I'm going to be going for 6400. That's like 3-4 games away. And I'm going to go ahead and search for a game. We're top 1000 right now. And I'm actually in this video probably going to include like a loss if I like lose a game. My like last videos I haven't really like shown a loss, and some of you have been saying like you would like there to be a loss, so then like you know how you guys could like, I don't know, how I could improve. Like, I talk through like the mistakes I made, etc. So I think I'm definitely going to do that this video if I end up losing a game on my way to 6,400. So something I'd like to note is with this deck especially, I think the cost is like 4.1 or something, or 4.2, I'm trying to remember. It's pretty expensive, so you're going to want to wait until double if your opponent doesn't make a move. Like, this guy's probably running a Golem deck too, or maybe a Lava Hound deck because he's waiting. So we're just going to wait here, and the reason why is because it's just you get like your main pushes off in double. It's kind of like the Lava Clone deck I was running. This deck even more so is better in double. Like, you can often like come back in double. Like, if you lose a bunch of your tower in single, Golem is the type of deck where it's like just known to kind of come back. So we're about 40 seconds till double, and what you can actually do is you can be the first one to play something. So what I really love doing, this is like a tip I would really recommend you guys. So if you're running Golem Lava Hound or something and you're waiting until double, and if both you and the other person aren't making a move, what you should actually do is you should play your Golem or Lava Hound in the back at like 102, and in this case the Golem, play it in the back at like 102 or 103, so then you're the first one to drop it, so then you get like a small elixir boost. It's not much, but it can be helpful. Like, you'd be surprised in circumstances where it could make a difference. So I'm going to play my Golem actually at about like 105, because obviously he has a heavy deck too if he's waiting. So let's go ahead and Golem, and like, look, you'll see here, I basically got almost an elixir before he played it. So that's going to be kind of helpful, and he decided to go other lane, which is pretty interesting. So what I'm thinking of doing here is just, we might try to like tower trade, but I'm going to use my E-Drag on defense. This will kind of tell us like what his spell is, because if he has lightning, he would definitely lightning it. There's no reason he wouldn't. Okay, he goes in with Cannon card. Let's actually do what he did in Cannon card as well. Okay, so he does have lightning. Let's actually let him take my tower, and that Lumberjack's going to kill the Cannon cart, which is good. Let's actually go ahead and Golem here. We already have the Golem Still Alive Baby Dragon down. This is going to work pretty well in my opinion. And we have the Golemites distracting the king. Let's go ahead and send a Lumberjack in. That Night Witch is dead. And then let's go with the Baby Dragon. And we might be able to get him here. That Lumberjack locks on the tower. Golem explodes. Lumberjack's hitting his tower. It's bringing it down. One more hit. Okay, we got him, guys. That was an amazing first game. We both had kind of similar decks, and actually, he's laughing too, not really happy. So that was kind of an interesting game. I was a little worried that he would have lightning and get like good value, but if you saw, I just didn't play much defense. Like, all I played was my E-Drag, and then I put the Cannon card out of range. Because since he had lightning, if I played like my Mega Minion on defense, like Lumberjack, etc., he would get like so much value. So that's why, like, on a Golem versus Golem match, typically you want to play as little defense as possible and just rush them. So now we're at 6335. Not bad, top 700. Let's go ahead and search for another game. But yeah, that was a perfect first game, guys. I think that really shows you what to do with you versus Golem. If they play a Golem other lane, honestly, just build off of your Golem and play like one card, whether that being an E-Drag, because in that situation, E-Drag gets a lot of value on the Golem and Night Witch. Like, you can E-Drag, Lumberjack, Cannon Cart, very situational, depends on what they play behind the Golem, but in that case, if it's a Night Witch, you definitely want to E-Drag. Okay, so he's saying good luck. He's going in for his push here, so he has a Giant. Okay, let's go ahead and Baby Dragon here to splash on the bats. Unfortunately, those 2 bats aren't getting hit, so that is kind of annoying, but we do have the Baby Dragon under the Rage. Let's go ahead and Barb Barrel to take care of the Archer. And then he has to respond to this, and if he spends a lot of Elixir on it, I might just send my Golem in. Because he was a little aggressive, guys. Okay, so he goes in with his Graveyard. So this is a very strange deck. So he has Giant Graveyard. He got kind of a huge lead. What I think I need to do here is I think I'm just going to Golem. And hopefully he responds to the E-Drag. If he does, that's really good because it's going to put him even lower on Elixir. Okay, so he's just going in with a Giant at the bridge. Wow, this guy's being really aggressive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore that Giant and then go in with a Lumberjack behind the Golem and pair with the Baby Dragon and hope that he doesn't have anything to defend. We'll have to see what he does. This would be... Okay, so he goes in with Barbarians. So Barb Barrel for sure on top of those. And this would be a good example of a game where you come back and double. So he definitely had a really nice start. Thinking about what I want to do here, I'm thinking of probably just playing a Mega Minion in the back and trying to cycle to another Golem. Let's go with the Cannon Cart here to block the Archers. And unfortunately goes in with Bats. Okay, so this is not looking good. We might be able to come back here, though. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and Golem in the back. Kind of curious what he's going to do, if he, like, applies pressure or not. I don't think those Archers were very good. We might be able to get him here, guys. And there we go. He kind of just wasted his Snowball. He might not have a big spot. Oh, wow. He played a Giant in the other lane. I think that was a mistake. Okay, we're definitely going to take his tower here. I'm like 90% sure we're getting his tower here, guys. Because I don't think he's defending after that Giant. That Giant was 100% a misclick. I don't think he meant to play it in the other lane. Let's go ahead and keep rushing him here. I think we're going to 3-crown him. I'm pretty sure. So, actually, guys, I honestly think this is a really good matchup for me. Because he has Snowball, he has Arrows, etc. And lots of those cards are just not good for him and kind of irrelevant for him in this matchup. Like, Snowball and Arrows don't get, like, any value against me. And right here, I think we're going to be able to just rush him and probably 3-crown him. I'm going to keep, like, spamming stuff. Let's go Cannon Cart. We might be able to get him. I do notice the Giant on the King. But with the help of the Arena Tower, he wasn't able to 3-crown me. So that was kind of a close game. We had to make a comeback. And we really benefited from him making that mistake with going in the Giant other lane. So now we're 2 games away from... 6,400, and we're currently 564th right now. Not bad. Let's go in for another game. I actually thought we were gonna lose that one, but like I said, Golem just comes back in double elixir, especially against like Giant type decks, Graveyard, etc. Because often in single you have a really hard time like keeping up with their cycle. But yeah, you can always make a comeback. Especially if they, like, make a mistake like he did, it's really easy to make a comeback. So, in this case, we have Golem in our starting hand, so let's go ahead and wait and see what he drops. So, he just goes with Bats. In this case, I'm going to wait, because I don't really want to cycle my Baby Dragon. Okay, so he goes in with a Lumberjack. Let's Barb Barrel, and then let's go with the Baby Dragon. Lumberjack might get, like, 1 hit. That's not too bad, though. So, Lumberjack Bats, he might have, like, a Loon Cycle type deck. I'm not sure, though. Actually going to Cannon Cart because what it's going to do is it's going to block for the Flying Machine. I kind of want to save my E-Drag because if he does have like a balloon, I would like to have E-Drag NATO. I'm still not really sure what this is. So you let the Cannon Cart lock on. Let's actually Golem in the back. So he has a Lava Hound deck. So I think, guys, this is Lava Clone because he has the Flying Machine. He has the Bats and Baby Dragon. This is definitely looking like a Lava Clone. So if it is, he's going to have Scar Me most likely. Oh, he actually has Barbarians. Okay, so he's using the Barbarians variant. Interesting. I'm not sure he's going to clone, though, because we do have the E-Drag down. Let's go with a baby dragon. I hope I can protect this E-drag. It's gonna chain and... Okay, oh, unfortunately, the baby drag did splash and end up killing it. Okay, so I think his baby dragon's gonna die in that interaction because we had the Mega Minion help out. Can he get one more shot? Okay, good. So now he has to respond to that Lumberjack, and he can only play bats on it, so we're gonna get a lot of damage. This is another good example, guys, of a matchup that's pretty good for us because we have NATO, so he can't really use his clone. And we also have E-Drag, which is, again, good against his, like, Lava Hound and stuff. Okay, he went other lane. That's pretty well played on his part, I'm not gonna lie. Because now we're kind of forced to separate our units from our Golem, so that was really smart for him to go other lane. But unfortunately for him, he's not really going to be able to get a clone off. Because I just think, like... we have our NATO, and we could, yeah, just, like, NATO here. And look at that, guys. So we took out all the clone units, but he still got to the tower, actually. So we're going to need to E-drag here. That was actually very, very well played. I'm kind of surprised he took my tower. I thought the NATO was going to be enough for sure to stop that, but unfortunately it wasn't. Okay, I'm thinking about what I want to do. Let's just go with the Golem at the bridge. We might kind of have to... yeah, this is kind of going to be a rush, it looks like. I'm going to prediction NATO here. Well, it wasn't really a prediction because he already played the clone. But look at that, guys. NATO took out everything. Barber on top of that. And look at that. We have Golem E-Drag on his tower. I don't think Barbarians are going to be able to stop it. Let's go with the Baby Dragon in case he, like, plays a Flying Machine in the middle. Okay, so his Barbarians did end up stopping it. Really well played on his part. I'm thinking here, though, let's go ahead and just play a Golem in the middle. I don't know if he'll be able to stop it. I don't think he can. Because all I need is Golem death damage. Let's Cannon Cart. And NATO can... oh my god, that was such a close game. I thought the Flying Machine in the middle was like going to end up taking me out. But like I said, NATO gets so much value against his clone stuff. And that was an insanely close game. So, we're one game away from 6,400 right now. And let's go ahead and take this 5,000 gold. And we might be able to get to 6,400 without losing a single game. I was gonna say, like, if we lost a game, I'd keep it in the video because I could, like, tell you guys, like, what I did wrong at the end of the game. Alright, but yeah, we're one win away. Let's try to get it right here, guys. Search for the game. But yeah, this is just a great Golem deck in my opinion. I think, like, I don't know what your, like, worst matchups would be. I think there's certain Golem variants that might beat it. Like, ones that have lightning can be difficult. Maybe, I think P.E.K.K.A. Lightning's actually pretty hard to beat. Golem actually counters lots of P.E.K.K.A. decks, but since... okay, so he has Mortar. Let's go with the Baby Dragon right on top of it, and that's actually... the Baby Drag splashed one of the bats. Let's Bar Barrel. We need a cycle. Of course, he might be able to, like, punish after cycling the Bar Barrel, but I kind of need to, I need a cycle because I just can't really leak Elixir, and I need to, you know, get in a better rotation. So Mortar's definitely one of those matchups where you need to be very careful, and you're getting most of your damage in double, of course. So in this situation, I can't really Golem because he'll just punish with a Mortar, and that would be just really risky. So what I gotta do here is I just gotta, like, cycle my support cards in the back and wait until double, or until I'm up, like, a lot of Elixir, then I can Golem, but I can't really right now. So this E-Drag hopefully can take care of... okay, let's Baby Dragon here. The Baby Drag will finish off the Miner and then kill the Bats and Girls to make sure that he doesn't get any damage. So, I feel like we're up 1 or 2 Elixir. This might... after that Goblin Gang, let's actually go ahead and Golem. And he goes in with a Minion Horde. Let's go ahead and NATO that back. I don't actually think that was that good of a Minion Horde, but unfortunately those Bats are going to get a lot of damage on that Golem. The Mega Minion stays alive, though. Let's go ahead and Lumberjack. We might be able to get to the tower here. Golem's going to get a hit, and then it's going to pop. We'll see what happens here. Those Rascal Girls get so much value, though. And yeah, unfortunately, he stopped that really well. Let's go with a Barber on top of those, and then we could actually go ahead and just Golem in the back. And he's going to punish with a miner. Oof. Okay, that was actually really well played on his part. He did end up taking tower, though, which is good, but he got a lot of damage. And that cannon cart was actually a little bit of a mistake on my end as well. Let's go for prediction NATO here. Maybe he'll play a minion horde. He did, but he played it a little later than I expected. Oof. Okay, so guys, this is not looking like a pretty... and we don't even catch the miner as well, so that was really unfortunate. We do end up getting our first loss, and he's also PMing us too, which is unfortunate. But yeah, guys, Mortar can be a little tough, especially in single elixir, but honestly, he played that pretty well. I would say, wow, he's really PMing us a lot, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, so Mortar is a perfect example of a deck where you're actually, you're going to want to, like, play your main golems in double. And I feel like my main mistakes in that matchup where I should have waited to golem, because when I played a golem, I got in, like, a really awkward situation. Like, I had to use my nados and stuff to pull stuff back, and then I had to, like, baby drag in front of the golem. I think a better idea would have been to wait to play my golems, but yeah, Mortar, honestly, the rascals can be, like, really annoying. And actually what's very strange is I don't think he used a Mortar all game. So that's also something kind of weird. Like, he was just using, like, his cycle cards. But, yeah, I think my main mistakes is I just should have waited to golem. So let's go ahead and, try to get, like, 2 more games in and get to 6,400. So, yeah, we did end up losing that one. But I think that's a good one to keep in the video because I honestly think my main mistakes were just... I played my, my golems, like, too early, I think. Like, I should have waited as long as possible or until I was up a little bit more elixir. Because when you're versing, like, any sort of, like, cycle deck, like Mortar, 2.6, you want to wait as long as possible to play your golems. I'm taking a while to find a game here. Let's go ahead and cancel and research. So this might be, yeah, a longer video, guys, but a lot of you were saying, like, you wanted the videos to be a little longer, so this might end up being, like, a 20-minute video, maybe even 25-minute video. Hopefully that's not, like, too long, but I think, actually, the more games, the better, because then you learn the deck more, you know, so there's probably nothing wrong with it being longer. It's taking a while to find a game. Sometimes what happens when you get in, like, when you're in the top 200, it actually takes even longer to find a game. It takes, like, sometimes even, like, 1 minute. It can take a really long time. Alright, so, geez, a lot of these people I've been versing, I think, like, almost every single game, the opponents have been, like, using a lot of emotes. It's actually kind of crazy. I think this person knows who I am, though. I think that's why he's saying wow. Let's go ahead and give him the thumbs up. And I guess good luck too, because we are going to be waiting until double though to make our first move. But yeah, I think this guy knows who I am. I wonder if I should mute emotes to focus more. That might be better. Alright, I'm still going to wait because I still don't feel comfortable like cycling a cannon cart in the back or like a lumberjack in the back. That's a little too risky, especially when I don't know what he's playing. Alright, so we do catch the miner. That's good for us. So, Miner Log, Mega Minion, this is looking like it's definitely going to be, like, this could be actually Giant. Yeah, it is Giant. So let's go ahead and Golem him back. So, I'm thinking here, our best thing to do would probably be, we don't have our Lumberjack in cycle. Let's go ahead and just Cannon Cart. That might be the best thing to do. And then maybe get a Baby Dragon off. Okay, so he has E-Drag. So he's using, this is the Giant deck I actually like to play, guys, if you didn't know, my Giant E-Drag deck. So let's hope that Baby Dragon can get rid of the E-Drag. And that Cannon Cart, oh, he actually missed the log. He might need a Fireball here. Oh my god, the Prince actually charged and ended up killing it. That's really unfortunate, because if the Cannon Cart stayed alive, that would have applied so much pressure, and it would have been so good. Okay, very interesting. He's actually going to let us activate King here. I think that's probably a little bit of a mistake on his part. So let's go ahead and Barbaro. We're not cycled back to a Golem yet. Okay, he's going to go with Giant at the bridge. Let's go with the Mega Minion here. We really need to get rid of his. Okay, and he actually didn't Fireball and kill everything. Okay, and he's out. Okay, wow. He's making a lot of mistakes, guys. Let's just Golem in the back, and I think we might even be able to, like, take his tower here, because that was a really aggressive push, and it didn't really do much for him. Let's actually pull this E-Drag into the other lane, because then we can build up, like, a bigger push. Because the E-Drag kind of stops everything. He might go with a Giant other lane. No, he goes with a Giant same lane. I think that's, like a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think he's playing this too well. Let's go ahead and Cannon Cart here. Okay, there he cycled back to another E-Drag. Let's actually NATO to pull the E-Drag, or the Baby Dragon, so it, like, splashes on his tower. Can we get another hit on his tower? Yes, we do. So Cannon Cart takes out of the tower. So that was an interesting game, guys. It's been a while since I played against my own deck, so that was very interesting. I think, honestly, instead of saying what, like, I mean, it's, of course, this deck that you guys are trying to learn, but honestly, I'll say a little bit kind of what he did wrong. I feel like he should have... we're one game away from 6,400, by the way. I think what he did wrong is he shouldn't have, like... I think he should have played more defense, because he should have known after seeing the E-Drag that I didn't have a Lightning. So he should have been using, like, his E-Drags more in defense, and also played his E-Drags, like, not behind the King Tower, so I can't, like, NATO them into the other lane like I did. I think he just should have played more defense, because Prince E-Drag can really take care of a Golem pretty easily, and also, like, yeah, in that matchup I'm usually not too aggressive like he was. I don't play, like, Giants at the bridge and stuff, and you really have to, like, I don't know, I feel like he didn't know my cycle too well or something, but, not sure why we're not finding a game. I mean, we're, like, top 500, but honestly, like, when you're top 500, it usually doesn't take, this long to find a match, so that is kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys heard that thunder outside. We're having a huge storm outside right now. It's actually kind of crazy. I'll just keep the search running. I'm sure we're finding a game very, very shortly. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize that my editor isn't here and can't edit this out of the video. But it's alright. It's not too big of a deal, I feel like. It's only like 20 seconds of search time. Not bad. Alright, so... in this case, we don't have Golem in our starting hand. So what we're going to need to do is we can cycle a Mega Minion. Okay, he actually made things easier for us. Sparking the back, let's just Mega Minion same lane. So we have E-Drag. E-Drag's going to be great for taking care of the Sparky. So let's go ahead and play the E-Drag same lane in the back. And let's hope he doesn't have Lightning. If he has Lightning, then this E-Drag's not going to get any value at all. Okay, he actually goes in with a Minion Horde. Let's go ahead and NATO that. So, I don't think that Sparky's gonna shoot the tower. Oh my god, that was kind of close. Let's go ahead and Golem in the back. I feel like he's down a lot of Elixir. Like, we got so much value there. We had E-Drag for the Sparky, NATO for the Minion Horde, and look at this. We're up 2... okay, so we were up, like, at least 2 Elixir. That's why I Golemed in the back. That's a perfect example of when to Golem in the back in single Elixir. After you defend, like, their first push, and they're, like, lower on Elixir than you, then it's pretty safe to do that. So he goes in with a Baby Dragon, he has Wizard, and he has Valkyrie, so kind of a strange deck. Let's go ahead and play our Cannon Cart to, like, apply more pressure. That Golem pop should help kill the Wizard. Is the Cannon Cart going to lock on the tower? Yes, it does. Is it going to take the tower? I don't think he has much Elixir, guys, and I have Minion Horde, like, or, excuse me, I have NATO if he plays a Minion Horde, and we are going to take his tower. So this is looking really good, guys. If you're using Golem and you have the lead in single, you're pretty much bound to win the game, because all you have to do is defend at that point, so it's much, like, it's much easier for you when you have their tower this early on. So I don't really want to Golem. I instead want to wait for him to play his Giant. Even though I'm up Elixir right now, I still want to wait. Because, like, let's say I Golem in the back, he could just play Giant at the bridge and end up taking my tower and then evening out the game. So I'm going to wait for him. He might have even gave up, and if that's the... okay, nope, he didn't. So he goes with Giant at the bridge with followed by Wizard. And Rage as well, so kind of a strange deck. But yeah, this deck does really good against Sparky, because you have You have the E-Drag, and honestly, it does good against Giant in general, so, two things you're happy to play, and often Sparky's used in Giant decks anyways, so, let's try to cycle back to another E-Drag. Oh, we're actually not going to use it, because look at that, the Cannon Cart, stays alive, so I don't even need to, and NATO back, E-Drag should stay alive, it does, okay. And yeah, pretty easy defense, only 14 seconds to go. I'm not sure there's much you can do. What we could actually do is we could just go ahead and Golem here on defense. And then it distracts the Wizard, Valk, etc. so you can't get to the tower. And that's going to be a good game, guys. And that's going to wrap up the video as well, because we did hit 6,400. So let me know, guys, how you felt about this longer video. Even though it's 25 minutes, which is pretty long, a lot longer than my other videos, let me know if you guys want more videos like this. You get more, like, games with the deck. I even threw a loss in there and told you guys, like, what I could have done differently. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. But we are top 400, so that's a great way to end on. 395, not bad at all. And this is the deck again, if you guys want to look at it. So 4.3, I think I said it was 4.1, 4.2 earlier. I do apologize, it's 4.3. But like I said, in Double Elixir, this thing's unstoppable against most decks. And yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And let me know what you guys want to see next time below in the comments. I'm probably, guys, going to do a Pro versus Pro. I'm getting that ready. I'm gonna leave it as a surprise of who I verse, but that's gonna be out probably in like a week or so. I'm probably gonna have the match in like a couple days. But thanks again. Until next time, guys.